This is a free report that is available for every retail brand, small or large in Canada. It's powered by our Thinking in Layers digital twin retail model, the latest technological advancement in location intelligence. This report provides an overview of the network performance of a retail brand and its capacity to grow in Canada. Figure 1 is a general summary of the performance of a retail network inside the context of its industry, the A&W fast food network in this example. The smaller inset graphic divides the A&W network into three revenue potential categories. High revenue potential sites are defined as in the top third, average sites in the mid third, and low sites in the bottom third. The larger graph compares the top and bottom revenue potential divisions for all American fast food competitors. On the bottom axis, we have the percent of each network that is in low revenue potential sites, while on the vertical axis, we have the percent of each network that are in high sites. The crosshair lines indicate the average for all competitors. In this example, the fast food industry has 19% of their sites in the top third and 41% in the bottom third. In comparison, the A&W network is slightly below average with 19% in the top third and 40% in the bottom third. The bottom map shows the A&W network locations across Canada. Figure 2 is a retail performance summary of the A&W network. The top table is a summary of trade area supply and demand conditions along the top row, which in turn creates specific network optimization actions on the left column. For example, high potential, low competition refers to trade areas in the top 1/3 for revenue potential and the bottom 1/3 for competition. These trade areas are typically create the best opportunities for expansion and are further divided into the best sites with the highest revenue and good sites with slightly lower revenue. The first part of the action indicates whether the site is a candidate for expansion or keeping the site fresh, maintaining it, or downsizing it, while the second part is the rationale. On the far right of the table, low potential and high competition creates something we call a cluster trap. Cluster traps occur when businesses mimic the strategy of their competitors by locating where they are. This often creates trade areas with too many retailers for the size of the market, which ultimately leads to mediocre business. For example, A&W has almost half of their network inside cluster traps. The bottom table shows the network actions by trade area types on the top row. Trade area types are based on their size and level of competition and range from large regional to small neighborhood. Trade area visibility is a measure of the total number of households living in the trade area. Note that A&W only has two potential expansion opportunities in larger community or regional trade areas. Figure 3 is like Figure 2, except that it looks at trade areas outside a network. It identifies the overall capacity of A&W to grow across the country. For example, there are 704 excellent potential opportunities for A&W to expand in Canada at the highest revenue potential with low competition. The bottom table tells us that these same opportunities are primarily located in neighborhood trade areas, the same sites too often missed by traditional location methods. Our paid retail network and site selection reports provide the actionable detail at the site level to help retailers build high revenue and lower cost retail networks.